July 2022, and everybody's talking about a recession. Do I buy now or do I buy later? Well, stay tuned. Alright guys, so the last video we kind of talked about, hey, do we think that there's a housing bubble or a housing crash coming on the horizon soon? And I had discussed with you that I don't see it being a large major crash because we still have low inventory, but it might be a slight market correction. And for some of you guys, it might be 5%, 10%, maybe in some areas like San Bernardino County, Riverside, Las Vegas. You might see some areas that see a 15% drop. It really is going to be based on your geographical location, because Orange County is so different from LA County versus Riverside and Las Vegas. So just letting you guys know, you guys have to know your market in order to come to these decisions. And that's why you have to work with a really good realtor who is still gonna look at the facts and the comps. And that's why we do those market surveys, just to give you guys an idea of the average days on the market, what things are selling for, how much prices have increased or dropped in the area. But number one, should you buy now or should you buy later? Number one, my advice is gonna be you do you. Don't ever let a recession dictate your life. I know this because I went through that same thing before during 2007, 2008. I was in a situation where I was a realtor when the recession happened. 6 months prior to that, I was literally lost my job. I had like a couple $100 left in the bank. And luckily I had landed a really, yes I did. Luckily I landed a really great project. And so I worked my bum off to come up with, X amount of dollars for my first investment. But why I'm saying you do you is, although the recession is going to happen, life moves on. Your life will still continue to move on. So let's just say you're going through a divorce. Let's just say you got to move your kid into that amazing school district. You have to downsize, you have to upsize. You don't really wait too much for the economy to dictate what your life is, because at the end of the day, real estate is still a safe investment. You're going to be living in your primary, secondary asset for, I'm thinking 5 years or more. So we're going to all come out of the recession. Your home is still going to go up in value because realistically, California, we're just lacking inventory. So don't focus too much on the recession. You buy and you do you. And when you're going in to make the offer, that's when you start negotiating. You buy when other people are on the sideline. Okay, number two, negotiate a price. Don't go in for over asking unless your market study shows you that you have to go in for over asking. Negotiate your price or ask for seller credits. What do I mean by this? Right now, we don't have where you have 10 to 15 offers on a home. Every home that you're going to be looking at depends once again on area, but maybe you're looking at 2-3 offers, maybe in some parts 3 to 5 offers. So what you want to do is make sure you work with a realtor. Work with a realtor that knows the area, and you're going to go in and it might either be at listed price, it might be under. You're going to start studying what the buying power is in this area. I know we always cover the buying power. In addition to that, get smart. Start to ask for seller credits. Hey, Mr. Seller, I'm willing to put in an offer on this home at maybe full price or $10,000 under, but I need $10,000 in seller concessions because I want to buy my rate down. So seller to credit buyer, $10,000 towards closing costs at the close of escrow. You could use that $10,000, talk to your lender, and buy your rate down. Oh my gosh. So negotiate your price and ask for seller credits. Okay, number 3, why should you buy now? You should go for new construction.
You should subscribe.
And you should take advantage of the builder's pain, take advantage of their lender concessions and the builder's concessions. So I'm not saying that all builders are going to be giving away, slashing prices like crazy. But builders, remember, because they are exchanged on the stock market, they have to show their investors a certain amount of quota and they have to fulfill the pro forma. So every week, they have to put up sales on the board. And while we're going through this kind of lull right now, if it's a slow time in the industry, go ahead and put in an offer Try to negotiate your way down. And then in addition to that, they're going to be giving you lender concessions. Some builders right now are giving $15,000 if you pre-qualify with their lender. You don't have to use their lender. You can pre-qualify and perhaps go with yours if you're like stated income. But take advantage of the builder's pain. New construction's fantastic because everybody loves new construction. So negotiate prices on new construction and also on lender concessions and builder credits.
Subscribe to her. She needs it.
Okay, number 4, when buyers are on the sidelines, go in and strike a deal. I'm telling you guys this from experience. When things were really busy in the industry, and then it's always during winter or Christmas time. When I worked for a builder, that's when sales were slow. And so some of my clients actually got the best deals right during Christmas. They got, price slashed down, and also they got more concessions. So once again, when others are on the sidelines, that's when you go in and strike a deal.
Like and subscribe. She needs it.
Okay, next one. Rental rates are high in California, and they're going to continue to increase. I don't care what you guys say. Right now, as we, are going into a time where the feds keep increasing rates, it actually took out a lot of potential buyers in the marketplace. And so what we're seeing right now in the Los Angeles County market, or amongst, our builders and developers, I remember in the last 8 weeks, we've been doing market studies, and there's been an uptick in rental vacancies. They're getting filled up like crazy in LA County. And a lot of this was because of the interest rates people couldn't afford anymore. So rates and rentals will continue to rise. And why give your money away to a landlord? And so at the end of the day, it is wise to buy real estate. Real estate is still a safe investment. And you want to capitalize off that mortgage interest reduction. So go in and buy. It's a great time now before rates keep on going up. Number 6, inventory is still low. Although, you see all this media frenzy everywhere and everyone's talking about, oh my gosh, there's going to be a crash, there's a housing bubble. I think I read you guys an article earlier here. The U.S. is short more than 5 million homes, and construction can't keep up. A lumber shortage due to the pandemic, limiting transportation, a labor shortage due to too few workers entering construction to replace the retiring baby boomer generation. Other supply chain issues are all to blame. So, let me pull up that market survey that we did. This one's out for Hacienda Heights. So if you guys take a look over here, we're still low on inventory. Look at average days on the market. When you're in Irvine, there are 10, 11, 12 days of on the market. Hacienda Heights, anywhere from 10, 12 to 15 days. So we don't have a lot of weeks of inventory in both places. Once again, this is Orange County to LA County. So while inventory is still low, that's going to continue to be a problem. So you guys, it only makes sense. I mean, the rates are going up, inventory is still low, and so you do you. If your life tells you that you need to buy something now, don't let the recession and everything in the media revolve around you. You continue to live your life. That's what I'm going to say. Once again, inventory is still low. All right, guys, last, go for an ARM, and then you can refi later. So, if you're on the fence line and you're like, okay, I gotta buy, and oh my gosh, rates are going up, and oh, I wish I got in before. So go on an ARM, talk to your loan officer, and then, when times get better and the interest rates, let's just say they go back down, then you can go ahead and refi at the time. I have a lot of clients who do that. It's not the end of the world. The whole point is you still want to get into that house. You want that investment. You're going to build equity in there, and you need it. Markets are cyclical, okay? Things go up, they go back down. Once again, you do you, and that's my most important message. If you're gonna buy, from now until when rates keep on going up, you should be buying in 2022. Thanks, guys.
If you want to sell your home for top dollar, call my mom and start